Hello everyone, welcome to this week's video from Kulture Katha. Ganesha is a favorite god to many of us. He is also a very old deity in the Hindu pantheon who has accumulated multiple attributes over time. In this video, we shall peel some of the layers of this complex deity as we try and answer some commonly asked questions about the god. Ganesha, or Vigneshwara as he is often called, is invoked first before we start anything new, as he is considered the destroyer of all the obstacles on our path to success. But scholars believe that Ganesha's origins may have been slightly different. The god, they say, probably started off his journey as a naughty little being called Vinayaka, who actually created hurdles for people before he evolved into a benevolent deity who destroyed obstacles. There is a story from the Linga Purana which illustrates the twin attributes of the deity, both as a mischief maker as well as the destroyer of hurdles. And so it happened that the Asuras, as always, empowered with a boon from Shiva, tried to destroy the Devas yet again. Now the Devas promptly approached Shiva for help. To help them, Shiva created Vigneshwara, the lord of obstacles. Vigneshwara was to create obstacles for the Asuras and prevent them from performing any virtuous act that would help them get any special boon from the gods. For the Asuras, Vigneshwara was actually Vignakarta, or the creator of obstacles. On the other hand, for the Devas, Vigneshwara would be Vignaharta, or the destroyer of their hurdles. By clearing their path of all obstacles, Vigneshwara or Ganesha was to help the Devas overcome the Asuras. And it's because of Ganesha's ability to keep the bad at bay and clear the path for the good is why we pray to him first. He is one god who takes double care to ensure that our endeavour is successful. Surprisingly, in some of the earliest sculptures of Ganesha, his vahana, the mouse, is not depicted at all. It's only in the last 13 to 1400 years or so we find the mouse being shown as his vahana. So why did the mouse become his vahana? Well, one view is that the mouse as a rodent represents greed and undue desire, and Ganesha is said to be the destroyer of such greed. Another view is that Ganesha may have been a god farmers prayed to for good harvests, and the mice were the farmers' worst enemies. Ganesha protected the farmers' crops by destroying their chief enemy, the mouse. Snakes, as we know, are natural predators of mice, which could be one reason why Ganesha as a farmer's god is shown carrying it on his person. The snake is usually shown tied in a knot around the god's hips, as if it were under his control. So in a sense, Ganesha is shown as the deity controlling the balance of power in nature. Once, Ganesha was invited for a feast by Kubera, the lord of wealth, who was proud of his riches and wealth. For the feast, Kubera had arranged for a large spread of various food items in order to impress Ganesha. But Ganesha's hunger was insatiable, and he finished everything that Kubera served him and kept asking for more. Kubera gave him everything he had until he had nothing left to serve the god. It was then that Kubera realized the greatness of Ganesha and felt humbled by him. Thus, Ganesha not only humbled the proud Kubera but also ended up with a huge hanging belly from all the eating, which is why we call him Lambodara. Besides offering a mythological explanation to Ganesha's pot belly, the story about Ganesha humbling Kubera also depicts Ganesha's emergence as the new god of wealth and prosperity in place of Kubera. In fact, in the merchant community of the Jains, Ganesha came to be worshipped as a yaksha or a nature spirit who gradually replaced Kubera as their god of wealth. If one looked at the images of Ganesha and Kubera, one would find stunning similarities in their lower body structure and posture. Their association with wealth and prosperity is represented by their rounded and well-nourished body structure. Incidentally, Ganesha's association with riches is also the reason why he is often depicted along with goddess Lakshmi, the goddess of wealth. Ganesha is actually not seen with consorts in some of the most ancient depictions of the deity. Even today in the southern parts of India, Ganesha continues to be worshipped as an unmarried brahmacharin. However, in the western and northern regions, he is often shown to have two consorts, Siddhi and Buddhi, or sometimes it is Siddhi and Riddhi. But Siddhi, Buddhi and Riddhi were not really the gods' consorts. They were rather the personification of the deity's Shakti or powers to grant his devotees Siddhi meaning success, Buddhi meaning wisdom, and Riddhi meaning prosperity. And so we find over time Ganesha evolved from being a troublesome, mischief-making deity, Vigna Karta, to becoming a Vigna Harta, the destroyer of obstacles, to eventually emerging as a benevolent deity who bestowed his devotees with wealth, wisdom and prosperity. More importantly, here was a deity who was accepted and worshipped by all classes of people, right from the poor farmers to the rich merchants. With every change in his form and trait, he gained a larger acceptance and an ever-increasing number of devotees. Even today, his devotees find enormous pleasure in giving him newer and newer forms, and the god doesn't tire of donning these newer and newer roles to please them. Folks, hope you enjoyed watching this video. If you did, please do like and share, and do remember to subscribe to the channel if you haven't. Also, please do leave your thoughts and ideas on my videos in the comment section below. I'll meet you all yet again soon with yet another video. Till then, it's tata, bye bye, take care.